My dears, so nice to see you. So very nice to see you. Welcome to my little cottage. Oh, there are so many dear old friends. Lucy, darling, how are your beautiful chrysanthemums? Very well. Speechless, are you? Oh, Griselda, you must tell the vicar how much I enjoyed his sermon on Sunday.
Oh, for sure, if it's a vicar, I will.
Oh, yes, please. Dolly, I do hope the Colonel has recovered from his cough.
Not yet.
Oh, such a terrible thing to be stricken with cough. Oh, my dears, now I am sure that all of you would like to say hello to me, but, well, since there are so many of you, why don't we take care of it all together? I shall count to 3, and on the count of 3, you shall shout out all at once, well, hello, my dear. My, oh my, don't you look lovely today. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Hello, my dear. Don't you look lovely?
My dears, you really think so?
Yes.
You shall make an old lady blush. Well, down to business, shall we? Well, as all of you know, just 6 months ago, on August the 7th, 1957, our dear little village of St. Mary Mead was woefully beset by murder. Yes, and a horrible murder it was. Ah, well, people never change. Here we are in these modern times, and the human animal is just as cruel and savage as it ever was. Well, my friends, I am delighted to tell you that at last this murder has been solved. And, as is sometimes the case, your dear little friend Miss Jane Marple had some slight opportunity of assisting in the investigation. And, now having all the information I did not have at the time, I am ready to tell the story. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Oh, good. Then do sit back and pour yourself a cup of tea. I find nothing goes quite so well with murder as a nice cup of tea. Well, where shall we begin? Of course, it was late in the night, and scattered here and there throughout the village were all of our story's most important characters. My dear friends, I don't suppose you can guess just which 2 of these seemingly innocent people were meeting in secret that night. Just call out what they're wearing. Which ones?
Gentleman in the suit. Earl.
The gentleman in the suit and these 2. These 2 were meeting in secret that night. But, my friends, I don't suppose you can guess just where, anywhere in our village they were meeting.
The fish market.
The fish market.
Timothy,
Gertrude?
did anyone see you come in the back?
No, I wasn't followed.
Do you have it? Do you have the package for me?
Yes.
Did your wife see you leave with it?
No.
All right, we'll give it here.
Here it is.
My dear friends, can you guess what that package was? Drugs.
Now, I trust you'll accept that as payment.
Very well.
I've had quite enough of this blackmail, Gertrude.
Oh, but Timothy, blackmailing you is just my favorite pastime. Whatever will I do all day without blackmailing?
When we had that affair last summer, I thought it was because you developed feelings for me. Little did I know your intentions were as foul as the aroma in this market.
Oh, Timothy, how silly you were to be so naive, so young. But
yes,
it
well,
seems that I have everything I need from you.
And then, can I have the photos?
Not quite yet. I will see you the Saturday after next.
Gertrude, I have had it up to here with this. You better watch your step.
Is that a threat, Timothy?
No, Gertrude.
I don't take kindly to threats, Timothy.
It's a promise. If you keep dallying about, forcing me to meet you in secret in these most foul of places, well, you never know what might happen.
Oh, Elizabeth, I know I'm such a scatterbrain. Oh, do come in.
What is it, my darling?
Well,
Lovely home you have. New curtains?
yes, I just put them up yesterday, or I think I did.
An unusual shade of chartreuse, my dear. And lovely.
Well, listen, let me just get to the point. It's my dear Timothy. I just don't understand him. He slips out at night, late, and I don't know what's going on.
But what could it possibly mean when a married man goes out at night and his wife doesn't know where he is? He must be having an affair.
Oh, don't say that. It couldn't possibly be cheating on me. Me, look at me.
Well, it's so true, but you know how those gentlemen are. They get so tired of the same thing over and over. Even if the same thing is filet mignon. Sometimes they just want to go out for a hamburger.
Well, Elizabeth, are you saying I'm hamburger?
No, you're the filet mignon. Whoever he's having an affair with must be the hamburger.
Oh, Elizabeth, he can't possibly be having an affair on me. You see, our dear Timothy's wife was suspecting something else. What else was she suspecting? Can you guess?
He was involved in competitive eating.
Our dear Timothy, she suspects, was involved in competitive eating. You see, I mean to tell you this, it's not having an affair. He's been doing some competitive eating. Yes! Well, that's even worse! He's eating constantly. I never keep him fed. I feed him everything. He's eating me out of house and home. He doesn't...
Maybe he really is going out for hamburger.
Oh, dear. Well, he does need to win the competition, but I just don't know how I'm going to keep him fed.
My darling, you could always come to my pantry.
Oh, well, that's a great idea. Let's go see what you have.
All right.
Honey, I'm home. Forgive me, I smell of fish.
Oh, have you been eating fish?
Yes, that's it, of course. I've been eating all different kinds of fish.
I need to go to my pantry.
Oh, Timothy, what is it?
It's halibut.
Darling,
I brought you some.
thank you. Oh, Timothy, what is it? I'm busy. I was just going to run off to Elizabeth's and look at the pantry.
Oh, of course. Don't let me hold you. I just thought I'd swing by the house, and then I'm off to work.
Are you still doing that competition?
Yes.
Is that why you brought me that halibut?
Leftovers.
Timothy? Well, I'm going to have to go cook up some more food for you, and I just need you to help me a little bit and just stop eating as much.
Why? See, why does this trouble you so?
Timothy, we're running out of food. I have no money. Oh, well, Stella, we're out of money, we're out of food. I have to borrow from the neighbors now.
Lucy, I've explained to you time and again. I'm a man with a dream to be the finest eater in St. Mary's Mead.
Well, I don't know why you need to go running off to eat at midnight.
Because the black market backdoor eating competitions, all the best ones, happen at night. Look, I'll not trouble you, but These events have a certain amount of wagering that takes place, and, well, they're not looked too kindly by the local constabulary. That's why they all occur at night.
Oh dear, are you in some sort of trouble?
No. Who said anything about trouble? Of course not.
Well, if you say that the constable has been around, then I fear there may be something more sinister.
Oh, it's all just a bit of fun. Just me and the boys, reliving our Oxford days when we used to go out and throw back 70 or 80 hot dogs.
Well, somehow when you look at me that way, I think you're lying.
Oh, you must believe me. I've just eaten a full 3 kilograms of fried fish.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go to Elizabeth. And just keep your mouth shut for a while.
Very well. I shall see you later.
Christopher, thank you very much for meeting me in your home today, for I know that we have been best chums since grade school.
Well, anything that Geoffrey needs, Geoffrey gets. Now come, Geoffrey, sit down and make yourself comfortable. Would you like a cigar?
Christopher, please, before we get to the pleasantries, thank you very much. Oh, very nice. A rare vintage. Allow me to get to the point, Christopher. You see, I know that both of us have been seeking Elizabeth's eye. But I must tell you that I truly am in love with her. And I came to tell you that I do intend to ask her to marry me.
Geoffrey, you don't think for one moment that if you and I were engaged in a contest of any sort, that you would have any chance of being victorious, do you?
You see, this chummy relationship was all a farce. Their competition went all the way back to their university days. And in fact, Christopher lost something quite valuable to Geoffrey, and he was just throwing it in his face in this moment. Can you guess what that was? What did he lose?
A rowing medal. A rowing medal.
A rowing medal.
Why, I tell you, I lost one thing to you, Geoffrey, that rowing medal. And ever since that day, I made it my mission in life to beat you at every turn.
Because you are jealous of me. You are jealous of my family, that I have come from the aristocracy. But I've always carried you, Christopher. You've always been my closest friend. Even when your family did not have means for clothing for school, I was the one that gave you my hand-me-downs.
Yes, but you see now, from Withington Manor, that I no longer need any hand-me-downs from you. I've gotten my own money now, don't I, Geoffrey?
Yes,
my
you do.
own fortune,
Yes.
don't I, Geoffrey?
Yes, you do.
And I made it from the hard work of these hands. I didn't inherit it from my papa like some had to.
Just because I inherited my money does not make me some sort of weak loser.
No, you're a weak loser nonetheless.
Well, when Elizabeth says yes to my proposal, we shall see.
Now see here, Geoffrey. You know that I've had a yearning for Elizabeth far longer than you have. Be a good chap. Oh, you know that if it ever really came down to it, I would have no chance against you. But I'm asking you, you who have had so much given to you, Geoffrey, and I who have had to struggle and scrape for every bit of silver in the house. Please, Geoffrey, let me have this one thing.
I will offer only this. A gentleman's duel for her heart.
A duel?
Not a duel.
You said a duel.
Not a traditional duel, I mean. We shall duel with love. We shall duel with our seduction, our wooing her. And may the best man win.
Well then, the game is afoot.
Dr. Brown, I'm so glad that you would meet me at your office on a Sunday. It's really imperative. I need a sleeping draught, please. I'm having the most terrible time sleeping. That Gertrude, she's going to win the fish pie again. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it, I say. I must have the fish pie award this year. It's important that I have my place in the history of St. Mary Mead. Don't you agree? Would you please give me a sleeping draught?
Why, Catherine, of course I agree.
Oh.
But you have been taking these sleeping draughts far too often. I just wrote you a prescription, yesterday. You know, I'm a man of medicine and I know these things. Catherine, you're really here because you fancy me. Isn't that so? Or else you have a crippling addiction to sleeping medicine.
Oh, no, I'm not addicted. No, it's just a temporary state. And, oh, of course I don't love you. Of course not. That would be improper. You're my doctor. You know so many...
Well, yes. No, that's true. Doctor-patient confidentiality. Yes. But perhaps if we were down at the local pub, randomly bumping in together, say, 7 o'clock tonight?
A random bump would be nice.
Yes. It would just be two people randomly bumping in the night.
Yes.
I think that would be quite nice, Catherine.
Oh, I'm so titillated. I shall see you soon.
Well, yes, I mean, of course, if it happens by chance.
And of course that sleeping draught. You will give it to me now.
Ah, of course, darling. No, I mean, Catherine. Here you are. This one's extra strength.
Thank you, darling. Oh, doctor.
Nurse Elizabeth.
Yes.
Were you able to get any more of those drugs from Dr. Brown's office? Thank you for meeting me in the garden, by the way.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, unfortunately, I was not quite able to get the particular drugs that you were interested in. I'm sorry, he started to get suspicious.
Well, I need them. They're very special drugs. They're not for me.
What level of specialness can you guess those drugs hold? What do they do to those who take them? What's that? Crazy? Crazy.
You see, I've got a very dear uncle, and he's just terribly drab and boring.
Oh, hogwash!
He needs the pills to go crazy. Otherwise, he'll just sit there darning socks.
Well, this is most unusual. I mean, I've been stealing. If I get caught, I lose my job.
Miss Elizabeth, you are a true friend to both me and my wife. Please, I've paid you under the table.
Do what I can do.
Is this because you're worried about the side effects?
Side effects. So, not only do they make someone crazy, they also have these bizarre side effects. Can you guess what they are?
Flatulence.
Not just flatulence, extreme flatulence.
I admit it. Not only have I been stealing them from you, but I've been stealing them for myself.
Whoa!
And it's making me crazy.
Oh, my secret! Good heavens, it's like a herd of elephants passing through. Nurse, I am in dire need of a new box of these pills by Saturday night. If I don't have them, well, let me just say that my wife may end up very unhappy. She is your best friend, after all.
And she's...
And by that I mean to say that she's visiting my uncle, and she doesn't wish to be bored. I'll pay you double, triple, whatever it will take.
Well, if it's for Gertrude.
Yes.
Excuse me. If it's for Helen,
No, it's Gertrude.
then I shall...
No, it's not. It's for Lucy. My wife, Lucy.
I think you're a
And not for Gertrude. They're for my uncle.
I'll do what I can.
Gertrude,
What is it?
I don't know why every time we have to meet out here in the middle of the night beneath this old street lamp on a deserted corner. Why can't we just simply meet at a nice restaurant or something?
I feel that this describes, who I am as a person more.
Gertrude, you have always been a loving sister to me, dear.
It's true.
And I hate to come to you in a time of need so often as I do. And yet, well, Gertrude, once again, I'm afraid I need your special talents for blackmail and general skullduggery.
Oh, darling, you know that's my favorite type of help to give you.
You see, it's Geoffrey.
Oh, wait, Geoffrey?
My dear friend Geoffrey.
Right, Geoffrey's like family.
Yes, yes, yes. But as you know, he and I have always been at loggerheads over one thing or another, and now it seems we have both set our sights on Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful Elizabeth. Why, I tell you, Gertrude, if I don't find my future wedded to hers, I don't know what I'd do. Now, Geoffrey, of course, wants to go at it like a fair fight and see which man she prefers. But I don't stand a chance.
Well, because she picked Geoffrey.
Yes, yes, I know that. Please, Gertrude, you must do something to help me, using some of those special skills of yours to somehow knock Geoffrey out of the competition, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I think I have a couple of ideas.
Why, I tell you, Gertrude, I tell you, there are times when I look in his eyes and I see that smug smile on his face, and I swear sometimes I could kill him.
I swear sometimes I could kill him. Oh, such an ominous thought he shared with his sister. Well, my dears, it was shortly after those words were uttered that someone in our story breathed a final breath. But who do you think it was? My dear friends, it is up to you to guess which one of these poor innocent folks was found to be dead.
Gertrude.
I heard Lucy. Before Gertrude. Oh, poor Lucy. And her body was discovered like this.
Oh, Elizabeth, it was just dreadful. I had
What happened? What happened?
Well, I had gone out at midnight to one of my eating competitions, as I usually do.
Hamburger, I bet.
You're not one to talk about digestive health. After the competition, I arrived home at 3 a.m. I assumed I'd find my dear beloved Lucy asleep in bed.
And?
She wasn't there. So I searched around the house. I began to get very nervous. It was then I noticed the patio door leading to our garden was open. I wandered out there, and her body lay in front of the shed, racked in